My analogy of fishing and resumes. Okay, so think of your resume like a ball of bait, okay? The whole purpose of throwing that resume out there is to get this ball of bait out there, and you want it as big as you can to catch as many fish, right? Which is, at this point, the fish are the recruiters, right? So now, two things that happen. If the company recruiter calls you, then ultimately they're going to go off your resume. However, if a recruiter calls you, you have an opportunity now to take this ball of bait, scale it down into a very specific thing, and the recruiter is going to help you to basically capture that job. So once you caught the nibble of the recruiter, then the new fish is who? It's the employer that wants to hire you. So what the recruiter is going to do is work with you and say, hey, you know, I don't care if this job is a Java developer job. The fact that you managed it was $1 million project is meaningless to my client, right? What I want to know is what Java skills or what things that you can do that are meaningful to the position that I'm hiring you for, right? So you're gonna have to craft your resume. Now, I'm not saying invent or make up, but you know, if you've been doing stuff for 20 years, all right, do you think you can fit 20 years of experience on some sheets of paper? God, no, of course not. So you got to go back and say, okay, I did this, I did this, I did this, I did that, right? And provide kind of the structure that basically will help you land that job. You know, so many people say, well, like, especially when they're like senior enterprise architects, and they think, you know what, my shit doesn't stink. They're meaning the resume. And an employer should just see this resume and just fall down and just make love to it, you know, which is a complete bull. They don't give a fuck about you. What they care about is whether you can do the job. So your resume has to dictate that. So next time a recruiter calls you and says, hey, I want you to work on your resume, don't do the smart ass, well, what the hell? Because they're there to help you. They're basically trying to craft that ball of, you know, bait, which is your resume, to catch the fish, which is the job.